My garbage person of the week is a small one. It's to close out this week of the January 6th hearings and all that was revealed, indisputable truths of what was done and not done on January 6th. And coming out of it, this is what Ainsley Earhardt has to say.
There's no excuse for a riot, but remember the summer of 2020 when there were all those riots? Where are the hearings for those riots, for people burning buildings and burning businesses? You can't pick and choose which riot is the good one and which one's the bad one. They're all bad. You can't pick and choose. We have to go after all the violent crimes and all the criminals out there.
Just lazy whataboutism is all that it is. Like, oh no, sure, I hate January 6th. I really get worked up. But what about something else? What about another thing? We can't pick and choose. Well, you say that, but can't we? Because this one was started by the president. This one went into the halls of Congress. This one was hundreds of people with a clear, direct, deranged political motivation that they killed cops in pursuit of. And at the same time, on a parallel track, Republican politicians were doing the same thing with a little bit less, like thrown fire extinguishers. And on the other side, you had riots, which is true, but no president inspired those as far as I can see. I think that we can, in fact, probably have an ethical obligation to distinguish between riots, Brett.
I mean, yeah, and you could say like in a court of law, it was proven that the people who inspired the demonstrations and yes, the riots following George Floyd, they were convicted in a court of law of being culpable for the thing that inspired people to seek more justice everywhere else. Donald Trump's lawsuits to try to prove that there was some kind of basis for the insurrection were all laughed out of court. And if you say you have to hate every riot exactly the same amount, like take two riot, like after the Lakers win, people like light dumpsters on fire and like technically riot. No one's mad at that. There's like a car that gets flipped over. That's not as bad as trying to kill the vice president of the United States.
Arguably.
And all of them, everyone involved in it, Ainsley Earhardt, Kevin McCarthy, everybody was just waiting to see like, is it so, can I get away with this? And a lot of them blinked. Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy, Sean Hannity, Donald Trump Jr., they all blinked. And in the moment, we're like, this is so bad, I gotta get my name out of it. Josh Hawley was like, I don't think I'm a big enough fish. But a lot of them like, you gotta stop. Donald Trump Jr., knock this crap off. Ainsley Earhardt's just like looking, and then they come back like, I guess I can get away with being this crappy.
Yeah, they decided that, and it didn't take long. Within a month of it, they knew that they could go back to pretending in this particular way. And but she should like during that thing, Ducey acknowledged the Secret Service officers thought they were going to die. Kilmeade said, "I can't believe it's come to this point that Mike Pence is trying to separate himself from Trump." They know how serious it is, but this is the job. They get paid fabulously to tell these sorts of lies. Those are our garbage people of the week, but 37,000 of you voted as well. And here are your top 5 for the week. At number 5, 1% of the vote is Trump aide Garrett Ziegler for his unhinged, misogynistic, and let's be clear, also anti-Semitic rant. Coming in at number, I'm bad at the numbers. 4 with 4% of the vote is Marjorie Greene for her latest transphobic attack. I don't even remember which one it was. It's just every day with her. Number 3 with 22% of the vote is the Secret Service for conveniently losing text messages from January 6th. The criminal inquiry is apparently going to begin on that. Number 2 with 25% of the vote is Merrick Garland for not prosecuting Trump's obvious crimes, and that is still true. He'll deserve the spot for quite a while for that. But number 1, your garbage person of the week with 47% of the vote is Joe Manchin for blocking any progress on climate change and condemning all of us to God only knows what going forward. So thank you to all of you who voted, much appreciated. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.